How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. From a ghostly child photobombing a wedding selfie to a possible demon that shows up at the reception. Today we're looking at some creepy wedding photos that can't quite be explained. But as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button for more awesome creepy content just like this. In 2015, a recently married couple captured something a little more than joy in their wedding selfie. Newlyweds Kevin and Christina Dennis posted a series of wedding photos to their Facebook page when a friend noticed something creepy. In the photo, you can see what looks like a small child with black eyes staring ominously at the camera. The Virginia couple said they had no idea what the figure was and even took to Reddit for an explanation. In the post, the husband wrote, "Me and my wife's favourite wedding photo, until we saw what was between us. We still don't know who it was." Many of the Redditors added their opinions, claiming it must be a ghost or demon. Despite the attention the photo created, there's been no explanation for the figure in the image. This chilling image was taken in Norway on an old farm famous for being the former home of children's book author Margrethe Munthe. The image clearly shows the lower half of a person wearing a long black dress with boots. The figure looks partially elevated from the ground. There's a real starkness usually lacking in ghost photos. The professional photographer who took the photo claims that there was no one at the wedding wearing anything even remotely similar. He said he'd never seen a glitch like it before. Now take a look at this. Here's a painting of Margrethe Munthe created before she died on January 20th, 1931. Her long black dress and pointed boots look awfully similar to the figure in the wedding photo. Has this photographer captured a glimpse of the spirit of Margrethe Munthe? Is she eternally wandering the grounds of her old farm? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. There's very little information available about this photo, other than it was taken at a wedding and neither the guests nor the bridesmaids noticed anything strange during the ceremony. However, the photo reveals a dark hooded figure hovering in front of the stained glass window. The figure, which appears to be floating at least 3 to 4 feet off the ground, has a misty ghost-like quality about it as it looms over the ceremony. Who could this mysterious figure be, and why is it wearing a dark hooded robe? Perhaps it's a priest or monk, or could it be a deceased relative or someone else with a connection to the church? Without further information, we may never know. This creepy photo was posted online by a man who claims it was taken at his daughter's wedding reception at a hotel in Espanola, New Mexico on the 15th of July 2006. The photo has captured a strange swirling mist that appears to be forming the shape of a human. It even looks as though it's reaching for something on the table, possibly one of the bottles. Some think it's little more than cigarette or cigar smoke swirling through the air, while others have suggested that it might actually be the ghost of someone who knew the bride and groom, one who simply couldn't resist partaking in the festivities of this momentous occasion. This photo was taken in the village of Church Aston in Shropshire, England. It was snapped outside the local church shortly after a wedding. The image was actually shared online by the young girl seen closest to the camera, who said that she remembers feeling cold and sad while posing for the photograph, and wasn't sure why she felt so uneasy on such a happy day. The image has clearly captured some sort of ghostly figure, but who could it be? A deceased family member perhaps, or a spirit that is somehow attached to the church or its grounds. Unfortunately, without further information, we may never know. This photo, sent to us on Facebook, appears to have captured a headless man walking down the street. Kagiso Talati took the picture the night before a wedding in Rustenburg, South Africa, and was sure that there was no one in front of him at the time he took it. Apart from the missing head, the figure appears to be quite normal. Its upper body and legs are clearly visible, and you can even make out the clothes that it's wearing. It's a widely held belief in many cultures that the soul is an exact reproduction of the body as it was in life. Could it be possible then that this is the ghost of someone who's been decapitated? This creepy wedding photo scared the heck out of a San Antonio bride, as she had no idea a terrifying clown was lurking nearby. Manda Alexander had no idea the killer clown was in the photo. It wasn't until a year later when husband Vince Alexander surprised her with a picture on their first wedding anniversary. The groom had his brother dress as a psycho clown and hide in the photo. The image was kept a secret for an entire year. Mrs. Alexander, who was deathly afraid of clowns, said she got the fright of her life when she finally opened the gift. Nothing says love like a creepy knife-wielding clown. When a photographer decided to take this pic of a wedding ceremony from a nearby rooftop, he didn't realise he had captured something far more sinister. In the building behind, 12 eerie hooded figures can clearly be seen lined up along the first floor balcony. When the photo was released, internet speculation ran rife as to the identity of the mysterious figures and what it was they were actually doing there. Were they secretly overseeing the wedding? Did the photographer unknowingly capture some sort of bizarre ritual? Turns out the figures were actually part of an art exhibition by Dawn Dido, entitled The Goddess Fortuna and Her Dunces. So not so sinister as first thought, but still makes for a very eerie photo. This photo was taken sometime in the late 1990s at a wedding reception in Aurora, Minnesota. The couple in the photo, Mr. and Mrs. Martinez, claim they didn't notice anything strange about the photo until 8 years after it was taken. There in the background is a strange dog-like face just above the left shoulder of Mr. Martinez. The couple said there was no dog at the reception and were baffled by the image. Mr. Martinez, who was battling drug addiction at the time, claims the photo was an omen. He took the photo as a sign to stop his drug abuse, believing this is some kind of demon that was clinging to him. He now carries this photo around with him, reminding people of the evil that can be found in this world. Photography experts examined the photo and determined that it hadn't been tampered with in any way, concluding that the dog must have been present the day the photo was taken. Whether the dog is demonic or not still remains a topic of fierce debate on social media and forums even to this day. This creepy photo was sent to us by a Facebook user from Connecticut. She claims that she took the picture in July 2017 just before leaving to attend a wedding. She was wearing her mother's dress and wanted to send her a photo to show how it fit. After the wedding, she planned to meet a friend at a fast food restaurant, and while she was waiting, decided to flip through the photos that she had taken earlier that day. That's when she noticed what appears to be some sort of ghoulish face in the mirror behind her. It shocked her so much she started to cry and even found it difficult to speak. She was so spooked by the image that she didn't want to go home. Eventually, she did pluck up the courage and decided to return home to try to recreate the image. Still dressed in her wedding attire, she posed for several more photos in the exact same place where she had taken the first one. Each time it was obvious that the mirror behind her was just showing her hair. The poster said that she had lived with her son in the same condo for 3 years. The week before they moved in, the man next door was found dead and his body wasn't discovered for a week. Ever since, the two of them have noticed some very strange things happening on the upstairs floor of their condo. The bathroom water mysteriously turns on by itself. The shower curtain was continually found open after they were both certain it was closed, and they began to feel an eerie presence in the bathroom while they were showering. Is it possible that this Facebook user has actually captured the ghostly face of her former next-door neighbour? If so, could it also be him that is responsible for the strange occurrences on the upstairs floor? Love to get your thoughts on this one in the comments section below. Before we get to that number one spot and take a look at a truly mysterious wedding photo, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on channel notifications. That way you'll be completely up to date with all our latest videos. This old, unassuming wedding photo at first glance doesn't exactly give you chills. But if you look closely at the man on the far right behind his leg, there's an uninvited wedding guest. Taken in 1972 in Paisley, Scotland by a professional photographer, it appears there's a small child peering out from behind the man in the foreground. The photographer said the child appeared on the negative of the film too, but couldn't explain why. He claims that there was only 4 people in the hall at the time the photo was taken, and there was no chance a child was hiding behind them. Even when the group was ushered on, there was no one else around. Consider too how close that child would have to be to hide behind the man. Surely he would have noticed a person behind him, but there, clear as day, is a child staring at the camera. If you want more creepy photos just like these, then check out that video on the top there. Otherwise, there's a scary photos playlist there you can binge on. Leave us a comment down below and hit that thumbs up button as well. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.